Hi, I'm Bob, and I'd like to try something that might help with the problem of most of us who would like to have masks during the coronavirus crisis, but may not be able to get to them. My wife is making some cotton-based masks that she's seen a number of videos about, and I suddenly had the idea that something I had around the house might help to make the mask filter even better. So I looked around the garage and found that I had an old air filter. It happens that not old in terms of used, it was a brand new air filter, but it was for a car that we sold a few years ago. This one happens to be for an Audi, obviously made by Volkswagen. This was an original filter from the Audi dealer. However, most of them are made the same way. These filters are obviously designed to take out a lot of dust and dirt. And they do it at a significantly higher pressure than we do when we just breathe out in normal respiration. Nonetheless, that means that the paper that is in this filter is something that is designed to take a lot of things out. And I can't make any representation medically as to whether or not this will help with the virus, but it is a filter that may be able to help in addition to the cotton mask that you would insert this into. So I took this filter, and I've already prepared it because it takes a few minutes to do it. And you'll see around the edges, this is rubber that holds together a filter which is actually made of a big piece of paper that's pleated into many individual pieces. You'll see that on the top of it, it's held, these little pleats are separated with plastic. You can lift this off as if in this case, some of them came off whole and some of them came off in pieces because this had been sitting around for a while. So this plastic came off at the top and the bottom that held those pleats in place. But around the tougher part is around the edges. This orange piece is a rubber gasket. Now I've already cut it off. My wife happens to be an artist, and so she has lots of good X-Acto knives that are nice and sharp and have different shaped blades. And with the X-Acto knife, I cut around the edge all the way to separate this rubber gasket that holds the pleated paper filter together. I just taped it back so I could show you this. Now I'm going to take the rubber gasket off, and what we have, voila, is what turns out to be a single sheet, a very long sheet of paper from which we can make multiple masks. I held this up and put it over my nose and mouth and found that I can breathe through it, but it's with some difficulty. So what you may want to do is to use the cloth mask and then put this inside the cloth mask loosely to act as an additional filtration device with your whatever comes out of the cloth mask then comes through it, may not get through this final filtration device in this regard. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you try this and it works, and play some music with your accordion while you're in quarantine, and stay healthy.